Leaders in New York is asking the federal government to fast-track asylum seekers so that they can get work permits due to the historic labor shortage that is going on. It would make sense to let the people that are wanting to come into the United States come into the United States, give them a social security number or a work permit, and let them work and fulfill and in this labor shortage that the United States have. If the Republicans and you know people like Biden uh, were smart, they would just be giving these people a social security number.
Adams is joining forces with Governor Hochul to ask for help from the federal government regarding the rising number of asylum seekers in New York. CBS News' Zinnia Maldonado is live in Sunset Park, Brooklyn, where the mayor and governor spoke this morning. Zinnia.
Well, Mary, both Governor Kathy Hochul and Mayor Eric Adams making a plea to the White House seeking more action when it comes to getting these expedited work permits for asylum seekers. They also called out the federal government, citing a lack of urgency to get these people to work as the state deals with a historic labor shortage.
When I speak with my asylum seekers at the Hercs, at the hotels, on the streets, they state clearly, we don't want your free room and board and food and clothing. We want to work.
That goes against the idea that right-wingers love to claim that people come to the United States just for free stuff. No, these people want to work. They want to have a life. They want their own money and stuff. They want to be able to help build a community where they're happy to live.
Mayor Eric Adams, alongside Governor Kathy Hochul, stating expedited work permits are needed for the thousands of asylum seekers arriving to New York City on a weekly basis. The pair putting pressure on the White House to make it happen.
If we don't get it done through a presidential action, we are going to slow down the progress we need.
Adams calling the continued arrival.
New York should just pass a law where uh, asylum seekers that come to New York can get an expedited process uh, for asylum and a work permit and have a bunch of people, uh, you know, uh, fill their labor shortage happening in New York, and boom, it will spread across to the other states as they see uh, New York gain economic prosperity due to the increased workers.
Arrival of asylum seekers a challenge of epic proportions, stating 5,800 people arrived to the city just last week. The week before that, 4,200. And with thousands of unfilled jobs across the state, Hochul says work permits are necessary to get asylum seekers out of temporary shelters and into their own homes.
At the same time, we have a historic labor shortage. We also have this unprecedented influx of individuals arriving in New York, all of them legally seeking asylum. They're eager to work. They want to work. They came here in search of work and a new future, and they can become part of our economy.
The mayor's office.
Yeah, just give them a social security number, point them in directions of places where they can learn English as a second language if they want, or places where it's predominantly, like Spanish-speaking people or people that speaks their language, and boom, no more labor shortage for the United States and economic prosperity.
Office says there are now more than 150 emergency sites, including 9 large-scale humanitarian relief centers serving nearly 70,000 asylum seekers in the city. For those with approved asylum status, it could take anywhere from a couple of months to years before granted a work permit.
More than anything, we need changes to the work authorization policies that'll let these individuals not have to wait months and possibly years for that legal status, but let's get it in an expedited basis.
And Mayor Adams even pointing out right here in Industry City, there are hundreds of unfilled jobs that these asylum seekers could be taking advantage of if the federal government decides to step in. We're live from Sunset Park, Brooklyn. Nia Maldonado.